How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies are pumping right now. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious 15% in a day is a huge move for Bitcoin when it hasn't been moving really at all, it seems like, for the last 3 months. It's just been floating around 30 to 40,000. Now, today we're going to talk about what to do now. Do we panic buy? Do we sell, knowing that it's going to fall back down at some point in the future? What's going on in the cryptocurrency market? And we're going to take a look at maybe the next piece of FUD, or fear, uncertainty, and doubt, that's going to push cryptocurrencies lower. Now, I personally love this. I bought some last week after it started to move up a little bit, and some people were saying, oh, don't buy now because it's going to fall right back down to 29,000, 25,000. We bought around 32, and that was after we bought around 29. So what do we do now? Where can we go from here? We're going to take a look at it. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I appreciate that. Less people still watch these cryptocurrency videos, but compared to stocks, but I think these are going to be really beneficial to everyone watching, because I know that this is still such a young market, and a lot of people have a lot of fear in this market, even compared to stocks, because these cryptocurrencies are harder to value a lot of the time. So let's take a look at how we know that this is actually going to be here to stay, first of all, and why it would make sense to invest over long term in cryptocurrency, just to have a little reminder here. And we're going to have to take a look at some big things happening this week. If you guys don't mind, though, hitting that like button helps out a lot. Also, if you guys want, we're going to talk about BlockFi towards the end and some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But if you guys want, there is a link down there to Voyager Digital and to BlockFi. In case you want an interest rate on your cryptocurrencies, definitely check that out underneath the video. You're going to want to stay through to the end, though, to hear about BlockFi and maybe the next piece of fear, uncertainty, and doubt that pushes everything down. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Cardano, everything is up. Now, why is this? Well, there were a couple big pieces of news that happened last week. First of all, we had Elon saying that they were probably going to accept Bitcoin as payment again. A lot of people excited about that, thinking, okay, last time this happened, it pumped like 20% within a few days. It kind of gives a stamp of approval that, hey, it's eco-friendly. Now other businesses can start taking it too. We had Jack Dorsey come out and say that Twitter was going to start accepting cryptos as payment for different things. And there's just a general change in the overall sentiment in the market. We also had JP Chase saying that they're going to allow their wealth clients to start investing into 5 different funds. This was kind of the writing on the wall for me, and it made me think, okay, Bitcoin's at 32,000. It came up 10% or so from the lows a few days before that, but I can't wait for it to hit 29,000 again. Of course, it could always fall down in the future, but this was too much good news, and it really was changing the game now that JP Chase is allowing clients to buy crypto funds, because all the other banks are going to want to offer that to their clients too. Because what if you're a wealthy client with $200 million and maybe you're just a little bit annoyed that you haven't been able to invest at your bank, so then you move your money over to JP Morgan. They can't have that at these other banks, so I am assuming that other banks will start allowing this too. We'll get like a cascade of great news in that sense. Now, looking at Bitcoin overall, I'm sure that a lot of you guys have seen this chart before, but you can see the adoption of Bitcoin compared to the internet. You can see that the adoption over the next coming years, they think is going to be much quicker for crypto than it was for the internet. And you can see that it moved quite quickly from 2010 up to 2021. It moved quite quickly to 130 million users. The really cool thing is, though, that we are still so early. Now, I know it doesn't seem like it, especially if you're watching this video, because you've probably watched crypto content for months or years. But 130 million people, right? That's where we're at in 2021. That's 1 out of every 50 people. We still have a long way to go until mass adoption. I mean, think about the internet, right? There are people in third world countries that have cell phones with internet. So if we really do get to the point where everyone is using it, I mean, we're talking about 4 or 5 billion people. That is a lot of adoption. That's going to push up the price dramatically. Everyone's going to need it at that point, or at least they're going to feel like they're going to need it, right? If you want to send payments back home, or if you want to buy something online and it gives you some kind of discount or some incentive for using cryptocurrency, or anything, right? A lot of people are unbanked. So let's think 5-10 years out, right? Where we're not just looking at a billion, let's talk about 2 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion people using crypto. It's just amazing to think about the price that we could get to in that scenario. We also have this news that Bitcoin payments might be coming for Amazon around Black Friday this year. We saw this news. A supposed insider told City AM that Amazon is definitely lining up crypto payments. Bitcoin is just the beginning, according to the report. Now, this might be hype, but it sounds like something that Amazon would do. We also know that they are looking for a digital currency and blockchain expert. We also have seen that at Apple, that they were looking for someone with about 5 years experience in alternative payments, including cryptocurrency, earlier this year. Now, we have a lot of big earnings coming out this week. So you can see we have Apple, we have Tesla today, we have Facebook, we have Amazon on Thursday. There are a lot of potential big news events, whether it's any of these companies accepting it as payment or adding it to their balance sheet. There's a lot of potential this week, which is why I think we are seeing a little bit of a pump, even more than usual. So we could see a little bit of a sell-off, right? We could see a little bit of a sell-off if nothing comes out and no one buys Bitcoin or crypto, even if Tesla liquidity anymore, which I don't think they are. But we could see a little bit of a sell-off if nothing happens, and then maybe there is some fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Now, I think over the long term, crypto is going to be great. I think that it's going to be a great investment. I think a lot of people will start using it, but there are some things that could push it down. Like I said, short term, maybe some companies don't do what people are expecting, or maybe some people are buying up until that point just to see if any of these companies actually announce something big in crypto. But then also we have news like this. BlockFi says Vermont has joined ranks of states probing the crypto lender. So I've had some people asking me about this. If you are a BlockFi client, you should pay attention to this, because this isn't bad for any of the existing clients. Basically, these states are saying that BlockFi's interest account, which is what you sign up for there, might be a security. So they say that it's violating securities laws because the clients are expecting an interest rate or a return because of their interest product. So it's just a matter of semantics. Now at this point, they're saying that they have until, New Jersey says that they have until July 29th to explain themselves before they ban opening new accounts. Now, New Jersey and New York are notoriously hard on cryptocurrencies, so this doesn't really bother me, and it's just stopping them from getting new accounts. But I could see this coming out in the media as some type of FUD, especially because this is just really the first company. I mean, when you look at any of the cryptocurrency brokers, they all, a lot of them pay interest rates, right? Like, unless they're just offering staking, but a lot of them do pay interest rates, like Voyager, like BlockFi. So if you're in one of these states, it might make sense to set up an account now before it gets banned for something. Now, you can always shut down the account if you feel uncomfortable, but basically it's the same thing that's always been. You're getting an interest rate, they're paying you, it's just like a bank, but they're saying that it's a security. So we'll have to see what comes out of this, but I could see that as potential FUD in the future to try to push down the price. If all these different apps and companies start getting sued and then the crypto market falls because these people feel like they have to sell out or there's fear, that could happen. But I am not selling, getting ready for this. But what do we do going forward, right? Do we buy now? Do we panic buy now? Do we hold off for the future for it to hit 25,000 or 20,000 or 15,000 like all the banks were saying just a couple weeks ago? Right now, I am not buying today, but I bought last week. I really believe in dollar cost averaging. So don't panic buy. Don't throw all your money in it. Don't take all your money out of it, especially if you think about it long term, right? It would be great if we could see all the bottoms and all the tops, and we knew that Bitcoin was going to fall down to $37,000 tonight, and we could sell off now and then buy and make 3 or 4%, and then we could buy back in, and then we knew that Amazon was going to announce something. That'd be great, but we don't know that. We're not gods. We don't have a crystal ball. So right now, I like dollar cost averaging, so buying over time, but I like buying on some dips. Now, if we don't see dips, I still buy, but I buy a little bit less. I think if you don't have any exposure to crypto, you have to realize that this is going to be a long-term game. This is going to be a long-term investment because anything can happen short-term. I am bullish over long-term, but I've been bullish for the last couple months, right? With it around 30,000, it finally moved, and I didn't know that it was going to be this weekend. I mean, like I said, I wanted to buy last week because I saw too many good news articles, but it's not like I knew that we're going to pump up to 39,000. If we go up to about 44,000, we pass the 200-day moving average, which is a very bullish sign. That's going to be great for cryptocurrency traders, the people that are basing their trades not on fundamentals but on technicals. We could be back into a bull market. Now, what takes us up to that $44,000? Well, right now we have a lot of momentum, but if we get some big news from Tesla, maybe they bought another $1 billion or $2 billion worth, or they're accepting it as payment again, I think we could see a pump. Also, if we see something from any other company, we could see a pump. So overall, there is still fear that could come out. There's still fear, uncertainty, and doubt. A lot of people want to push fear because they can buy in at lower prices. But if you've been waiting the last couple months and you haven't bought in, that's definitely more based on you, right? I mean, I don't want people to get pissed off at me, but if you didn't buy Bitcoin when it was at 30,000 and now you're buying at 39,000, you have to review how you assess different securities. And maybe you have a method that you like and it just didn't work out this time, but that's why I believe in dollar cost averaging, buying the dips when you see them. So I will continue to buy crypto as time goes on, whether it's at 60,000, 100,000. I'll be buying years into the future, I believe. So definitely check out the links down below if you guys are interested in getting a interest rate on your cryptocurrency before maybe your state bans it or something like that. So definitely check that out if you're interested. Again, it's just the new accounts that they're banning. They're not like kicking out everyone off their platform. So if you guys want that, definitely check it out underneath the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think about all this and whether you are excited this week. Do you think some companies are going to start accepting crypto, or do you think they added it to their balance sheet? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.